Good morning, and it's about 7:20, and it being weekend, I try and get up about 20 minutes later than I do through the week, but I've still been late, and I've been up in the night thinking, and it's funny really, because I've been trying to bring everything into alignment with what's real, what's my truth, bring everything into alignment with my core values and make sure I'm on track. Or when I say I'm on track, I mean I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be in my body. Now, I absolutely am, and we always are, whether we feel it or not. We're exactly where we need to be to learn what we need to learn, to receive the gifts of grace to move forward. And sometimes I like to take time for a bit of reflection and make sure that I am in alignment with things. Now, I don't know if I mentioned it last night or not. I've been looking at Dharma, which is kind of like your passion and purpose, and feeling into my passion and purpose, and looking to Ram Dass episodes for inspiration, and trying to feel into how I can live a more balanced life, because it's only right that I put everything in equal footing. My health is very important, and without my health I wouldn't be able to put energy into the vision. And my business is important, because without my business I can't afford I can't afford to do any more with my vision. I'd be just stuck, because I've been creating money and resources and doing things to grow the vision. So the business is really important too. And although we don't always need money, and we don't, there's many other ways to get by without money, including skill swaps and exchanges where, say, people could come and sleep at Creative Roots and volunteer in return for food and somewhere to park, and then of course a bit more volunteering, and would be able to do more, say, core values or energy medicine or something like that. So it's possible to have a kind of workaway retreat where we find an equal, fair exchange that we're both happy with, that we could discuss. So it's not that money is a complete barrier. It's not. It's a very important part of energy that needs to be circulated, and certain things need money and certain things don't. So because I choose to have a car, and I choose to use the phone and internet, all these things have their costs. So although my costs are much lower than the average person who's renting or even living in a house that they've paid for or paying for by a mortgage, it's still it's still money that needs to be birthed into life or welcomed and received. So yeah, I'm having to, not so much having to, but I choose to look at my finances, my health, my well-being, my relationships with others, and how I am not just here at Creative Roots, but how I weave into the webs of other people's lives and they weave into mine through the project, through my social media. Everything's energy. We're all connected. If you're watching this, you will feel something, and I feel energy from those who watch it. I'm grateful, and I send love and peace to those that watch it, and great gratitude, because it's amazing to think that I can be in contact with people that I've never met and still inspire them, or inspire them. It's amazing that I inspire people by living my truth, but then again, when I didn't live my truth, I was also inspired by people living their truth, and I love the fact that people live their truth and have many contacts who live their truth now, which is another blessing. We vibe with our tribe, we attract what we put out there. So whenever anything or anyone comes to me, it's that there's some reason, there's some lesson, something there that we are both on that same level of awareness, on a similar energetic level. Maybe not physically, maybe mentally, maybe in hobbies, maybe in how we choose to live our life. We can think different things, behave completely different. We're all unique human beings. But at the end of the day, if you find me and I find you and our paths cross, then we're vibing at a similar level for whatever reason. And we're all each other's teachers. There is no one that we can't learn off. So yeah, this is kind of how I look at life. So I've been contemplating myself and where I am in all that, and how I can better myself by being more wise with how I spend my time, my energy. So I'm going to disappear and enjoy our morning walk. But once everything gets settled down, I'd like to share with you a few of the things that I'm doing that help me get back into alignment and to help me work out how I'm going to spend my time. Well, it's our evening walk. Oh, not really an evening walk now. The sun's, further down in the sky. I've had quite a lovely relaxing day. Having no hunters about today has made a massive difference in how the day begins and how the day continues. Now, this isn't anything personal to hunters. The hunters, are going about doing their thing. They're hunters. They get up early, they go out and they shoot for a considerable amount of the morning. But today, not having any cars, not hearing any gunshots, has been an absolute pleasure. And everything, all the animals, like, have had this really calm beingness today, and I don't know why, because to them, I don't think they do days of the week. I think animals do. It's a day. How fantastic and wonderful is it that it's today, and we're going to enjoy it because the sun is up in the sky, and it's fantastic because it's another day. So yes, it's been a beautiful day, and the landscape's beautiful. It's stunning. Let me see if I can do it without turning the camera around. Wait till I get to the point in between the trees. Bear, hold on. Good boy. So here, can you see? So Scots de Sima behind me. Beautiful, beautiful day. Been in touch with the fam today. Fam as in family, blood family. It's a funny thing, doing my Wheel of Eye made me realise that now I am not with anyone, and my family contact is my daughter and my mum, and I have no idea really what's going on with anyone else, because I don't really bother with them and they don't bother with me. And that's not a bad thing. It's not so good either. It's not that I'm lonely, it's just, and people do fall apart and draw apart and get the distance, because that's life, and we vibe with our tribe, and my family isn't really into what I'm into. You know, they have a very good life doing their things, being humans and things, and I'm being my humanness here, and doing my thing, and for whatever reason they don't seem to really align. But I really thought I'd make the effort to connect and say, hey, you know, I know we don't say out, but it doesn't mean that I don't love you or think about you, because I do. I love them, and I contemplate what they're up to, or see things and think of them, but never get as far as sending a message. And I'm shite at small talk. I don't see the point in it. You know, when you say how are you and you actually don't care, or you give a truthful answer, or you get a bullshit answer back, because it's not a real genuine how are you. It's oh, how are you? Very nice. Yes, wonderful. Isn't it a lovely day? Let's go and be smiley and happy and pretend that the world's rosy. And then you get all the complications with that. So it was a case of saying hi, reaching out, and just saying I'm creating this group so we can share if we feel called to share, and just connect, you know. So we don't need any of the bullshit. We just need to, you know, we don't need to do anything. We're just saying, we're here, I'm here, you're there, I'm sending love, I'm receiving your love, and we're in, you know, we're entering each other's thoughts, and I acknowledge that, and it's all beautiful, genuinely beautiful. And I received a picture of, I guess she's my niece, Daisy, and another one of little Millie, who's not so little anymore. It's amazing the difference in height and all grown-upness. She must be about 4 or something now. But she's also like a little human instead of a baby. It's also very beautiful. It looks like one of my cousins is on some adventure somewhere, which is marvellous. He doesn't really say much, and the fact that he shared a picture was an absolute blessing. So it was really nice to just have a peek into their world and know that, you know, we're all connected. We all were anyway, but it's just nice, isn't it, sometimes to be nice. So I'm really grateful for that. I've done a little bit more work on bits and pieces. Come on, Batty, Bear. We're just at the tyres roundabout up top here. Oh, mind out. These someone's lost the gloves. I don't think they're mine. I think mine are at home. Anyway, I've took them off the floor and put them on the top of the stone so that whoever may have lost them may come back and find them on the stone. Funny thing was, I put my gloves on there this morning to take stones out of my welly boot. So I wear wellies, and this floor is very sandy and stony and gritty, and it gets in your welly bobs and agitates your toes and your feet while you're walking. So it's nice sometimes to stop and empty them all out. I'm sure once the weather changes, I can put on some other shoes which are more suitable. So yes, where are we? We're just past 3 tyres, which is actually 4 tyres, and the Virgin Mary, who is sat in the tyres, in the centre of the tyres. And we're heading down to Bear's swimming pool, which is a very small little pond that he goes in of an evening or an early evening. We're walking past all the lavender and the broom. It smells quite lovely actually, and it's nowhere near reached its potential yet. It's just like the odd flowers, the odd bush. I'm sure in another week or so the place is going to look absolutely floral and fantastic in a very floral way. What else have I done today? I've mainly just chilled, done a video about core values, and done a recording of not a speech but a conversation, if you like, that was had between someone and someone else, that had been a message from the grandmothers. So the divine feminine speaking through a divine feminine who walks with us in this world, who's a very blessed woman, and she's very interesting indeed. I'll try and find a link to pop it in and make the video, but the words resonate deeply and they help you feel held and comforted and somewhat reassured by the fact that the world as we know it really isn't coming to a dead end. It's coming to a time of growth and development, and we can help that by turning inward and working on ourselves. So yes, I love it when words like that come from different sources all over the world. It's really beautiful and shows how the interconnectedness of everything is such a blessing, and how we're not just us that walk, but us and ancestors who stand with us, and the great energies that are, as well as our own. It's certainly a beautiful, wonderful thing. So we're getting really close now to the bear's swimming pond. I'm going to go and let him have a dip, and it's such a lovely day, he might want to stay in a bit longer. So I shall catch you later. They all look like they're heading this way again. It's very odd when they do that. Looks like we've got a whole load more sheep. These don't seem as inquisitive as the others. Come on. Good boy. Beautiful sheep. Look at the size of that lamb. So it's bedtime, and I was putting the birds away, and I noticed that Eric's a bit pale. So I've made him some scrambled egg. It's just egg from his own girls, and it's got eggshell in it, and I've put in some oregano and olive oil as well. So hopefully this will give him what he needs to perk him up. None of the others have got any sign of pale combs or being under the weather. So it may just be something completely different. So I've also put some garlic in for them. So I've got garlic in there as well. So I've chopped up some cloves of garlic for a bit of extra, belt and braces approach. You alright, Eric? Hey? You alright? See if I can get a picture a bit closer. His comb's a bit... Can you see?